that, but again, that just goes back to what we were saying. There's got to be that maturity process for Westbrook. You can still dress how you want to dress. You can still be the icon that you are, but you can do it in a way that's not going to, disrupt. You get me in a situation where there's nobody really around, and I'm playing against some guys who don't know who I am. And, yeah, man, I'm gonna look like Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like Hoodie Melo in the pickup game.
Yeah.
But you put the lights on me, and something to the face.
I can see that in the playoffs.
I think
bit. This leads me to, and right now, actually, since we're on this, I mean, we got to talk about some schemes a little bit. And this is a tight race right now with the schemes, man, because Melo, obviously, what he said in his interview, after scoring what he didn't score or whatever, his performance was nothing, okay, in that series, and he comes out saying that's without question he's going to the bench, okay, whatever, okay, that's one. So you have Melo. Man. It's Melo, the scheme of the day, right? And then you also have Westbrook with the whole Rubio thing, right? I mean, talking about shifting momentum giving momentum over to the team. I mean, Rubio got a triple-double. He made it personal, like you said. I'm going to shut him down.
There's a certain level of immaturity.
Right. It ain't about Rubio, it's about Mitchell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What are we doing?
And so, I mean, Art, what do you think about that? That's a scheme, right? Would you agree with that?
I think that's. I'm not sure that is necessarily a scheme. Again, I'm a Thunder fan, so I'm gonna ride for my guy.
All right, go by.
Here you go. Yeah.
I think that's more or less a person who is not fully in control of their emotions.
Exactly. Which translates in the game.
Here's this. If we're gonna be honest with ourselves, and you've ever hooped.
Yes.
If someone dusts your tail,
you go get them back.
With that, what really is going on?
All right.
You're not busting my tail no more, man. You're just not. Like I understand Donovan Mitchell's out here, but I'm not gonna let this guy bust my tail.
Right. If this is my man, I'm guarding.
That's a real human emotion, and that's real time, and that's real talk.
Yeah.
But you've got to kind of keep that. But again, that just goes back to what we were saying. There's got to be that maturity process for Westbrook. You can still dress how you want to dress. You can still be the icon that you are, but you can do it in a way that's not going to, disrupt everything else in life like it has. You can be the man. You can be Westbrook. You can have the triple doubles, but you also got to make everybody else around you better and not just be so
on and off the court.
But that capsulizes it, man. That's a perfect way of putting it, because Art, I'll tell you this. You're a smart individual and you're competitive, but you're not going to allow your emotions or your mind to rattle not only a strategy, but even a strategy that you have. Let's say if you're the head man on the team and it's time for me to take over, your mind, especially as a point guard, but just your mind as Arthur Graham, you're not just going to try to come down and tit for tat score. You're going to beat them I'm going to either beat you with these passes. I'm going to out anticipate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see the flow of how you're moving your body, take advantage of it. I'm going to see the weakness on the floor, orchestrate it, and allow my emotions there to dominate you maturity wise. And of course, once again, all of that is there. But once again, like you're saying, hey, you just ain't gonna be coming down and just giving me the business. But but at the same time, once again, we're talking about trust at the end of the game. I still feel as much as don't get me. Oh my gosh, I like me some Westbrook, bro. You don't understand. Westbrook is that dude, but once again, I do not trust him. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's now we're coming into playoff basketball. You know what I'm saying? We're coming into to playoff basketball. Some of those things. The boys, I want to say the boys, the deeper you get into the playoffs, there's going to be a higher level of maturity.
Of boys and men, brother.
And separation between those all-stars, superstars, and champions. You know what I'm saying? Because even like you were talking about, even Melo accepting his role and what he's going to do. I'm so disappointed right now because Melo, even on your decline, you're way better than that. You know what I'm saying? Melo, people sleep just because of.
I mean,
well, exactly. Now, with that said, what you're saying, like, okay, you all these years of saying that, and you still haven't produced. Can we say that? I'm still talking about an individual skill set, someone who has all the tools that can see it offensively.
But is he though? Because here's the thing, man. I'll just be frank with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You get me in a situation where there's nobody really around, and I'm playing against some guys who don't know who I am. And, yeah, man, I'm gonna look like Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look like Hoodie Melo in the pickup game.
Yeah.
But you put the lights on me, and something's gonna fade.
I can see that in the playoffs.
I think Melo
I can see it in the playoffs.
Where get him inside of Lifetime Fitness and he gonna light you up.
Lifetime Fitness.
Well, I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's safe
that's
to
not
say,
your coach's fault.
Right.
That's going on in between your head.
It's safe to say that Melo is, he's Melo at the end of the day. He hasn't done with the things. I feel like Arthur's saying, not getting better each year, adding to his game, evolving, especially this point in his career, doing what he needs to do to win. So, we understand that. Melo's probably scheming in that respect. Maybe Westbrook is off the scheme list. He didn't make the scheme cut because, that is competitive. I would do the same thing, man. Oh, it ain't going down like this game, okay? Or next game or whatever. So, going to, and this is a deep one too to talk about, and it kind of, and Art's gonna have a heyday with this because he's been hating on this guy for a while. But Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, I want to hear.
Let me preface this by saying
you're not
slightly overrated Kawhi Leonard.
Say that again.
Slightly overrated Kawhi Leonard.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we're talking about Kawhi.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
Kawhi, before we even get into it, I want to hear what both of y'all have to say about this. Kawhi, former MVP of the finals, kind of that quiet, no-name guy that one of Pop's guys, great system. He got in there. He came off the, out of the shadows, into the lights, and here we go. We love him. Played both ends of the floor. Now he's gotten hurt, and it's said by numerous sources and different things that we hear and watch that he's cleared by the doctors to play.
Mm-hmm.
He was cleared months ago and still didn't play.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is going on with that? Do you think there's something going on between him and the organization? I think so. I'm old school with it. When I say old school, I'm 90s with it,
Right.
To early 2000s. Arthur's laughing. But I feel like, if you can get out there, old school wise, if you can limp, you can play.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's more than a limp, then, get out there and play. But in my opinion, there's a lot of cash flow out there today. So, the investment has to be protected. Also, the players trying to be wise these days in terms of getting the max deal. I'm not going to get out there and play half hurt, and they see me playing, and then I end up like Isaiah Thomas and not getting my max because,
That's exactly what he's getting ready to do to himself. He's getting ready to IT himself.
Oh, man. Keep going, G.
Expose himself. Just like IT exposed himself. Look, IT was a great player in Stevens' scheme.
Yep.
He didn't realize it was the system that helped him become who he was supposed to be. It wasn't that he was just all this great and he's supposed to get paid.
Yeah.
I understand, man. I like to see a young black man get paid. Everybody get paid. Great. So let's not go out here and fluff people.
Yeah.
And what you're seeing with Kawhi Leonard is a guy with above average athletic ability on in a system that is pristine, getting the glory as if he's comparable to a future Michael Jordan, and he's not.
Not at all. No.
And what will happen is he'll either get the pop talk,
the pop
and he'll
talk,
come back to his senses,
yep,
like Aldridge did, and come back next year and play the system even better, or he's going to go somewhere and get lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. So, Kawhi, it's safe to say, Kawhi.
Hey, well, here's why I think he'll get lost in the sauce.
Paul?
No. Well, here's why I think he's going to get lost in the sauce, like what Art's saying. I'm going to piggyback because I agree with a lot of what he's saying. I think Kawhi is a great two-way player. I think, I think he's good. I think he's even special. And I feel as if even when he goes to another team, since he is to a degree a team player, you know what I mean? He will have success. But just like what Art's saying, it's not going to be to the magnitude.
Kind of like Millsap.
Yeah, it's not it's not going to be to the magnitude because, like you said, there's some players that even if they don't have it, as they grow, they learn systems. They learn systems on even kinesiology, how your body works, even with the injury. There's a lot of advanced medicine out there, like you're talking about. The psyche and the business of the league has a lot more of the players being defensive and more so I'm going to get mine, rest my body because it makes more sense. Play longer. I have the longevity. Why rush? Now, obviously, we know there's some other things going on between there, but I feel as if Kawhi, he's going to work hard. He's going to do good and he's going to produce, but he's not what everybody says he is. Period. You know what I'm saying? And just like you said, if he goes somewhere else, I feel as if he'll buy into the system, but there's a difference between buying into the system, being a good player, good role player, even above average, you know what I'm saying? Even all-star level, but then someone who can, now I want to take this entire system on my back, you know what I'm saying? Dissect it, swallow it up, and you don't have to deal with me. My skill level inside the system.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
This is a yes or no question. This is just a one answer question for you guys, okay?
Cool.
Is he better than Klay Thompson, Arthur?
No.
Paul,
Not even close.
Is he better than Klay Thompson, Paul?
I don't think he's better than Klay Thompson.
No.
But I feel as if physically, you know what I'm saying, if you're looking at the specs, reach, you know what I'm saying, of jumping ability, you're going to say yes. But Klay Thompson, he's tried and true. But we're talking about body of work. We're talking about he's in there. Even when he misses a shot, he's like, that's fine. Remember when Kobe said back, I remember like a long time, Kobe said, hey, you swing big, you miss big.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, but when I connect though, you can forget about it.
Right.
And Klay, he's a hard worker. He knows the system, but he's a smart player. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit, I wouldn't say boisterous in his personality, but Klay, I'd rather have Klay than Kawhi.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Even though it's close. Now, once again, we're not talking about, but just look at them. Yeah, I am looking at them. Klay will go anywhere and ball out.
Yeah.
So
got Arthur Graham on this thing, giving us the perspective. That dude's a beast.
The legend.
The legend Arthur Graham.
The legend. It's a different